Rays win! Rays win!
The Rays are hot right now. 6-game win streak, obviously. But they've won 4 of their last 5 series. Obviously, they beat the Twins tonight, so they just need to win either today or tomorrow to make it 5 of their last 6 series. Are they just hot, or are they finally figuring things out? This team's getting into a groove that they can carry on throughout the rest of the season. Let's discuss. What's good, everybody? Let's talk some Tampa sports. So let's take a look at that schedule. And there was that Phillies series at home where, you know, the Phillies fans took over our stadium and we got swept. But since then, you win a series against the Brewers, you win a divisional series against the Blue Jays, you lose to the Marlins, but then you beat the Astros, you sweep the Blue Jays, and then you win last night. And that leaves you with where you're at right now, where the Rays are second in the American League East, overtaking the Blue Jays, of course sweeping them, and then also the Boston Red Sox within the last week, 7-3 in their last 10, now have a positive run differential. And that home record, by the way, for the team that was struggling so badly at home for a stretch there, it's now at 17-18. You're almost 500 at home. We know they've been playing better on the road. They are 10-8, but that home record, almost reaching 500, is something I did not know if we will see. And I think it's multiple things. It's not just one thing. Obviously, there are a couple key bats in the lineup that have been heating up. Brandon Lau has been hot, and he's a guy that we need to be hot. Honestly, we don't need him to be hot. We just need him to be a consistent Brandon Lau, which sometimes seems like a difficult thing to do. But he's a streaky hitter. It just is what it is at this point. Right now, he's hot, and it is really helping the team. Chandler Simpson, coming up, obviously has been a huge boost to the team. Danny Jansen has been hitting better. Really rough starts of the year, and he's been hotter lately. I think he's somewhere in between that. Great home run yesterday and a great catch by the fan in the outfield there. Jonathan Aranda has been hot pretty much all season long, probably being the most consistent hitter on the Rays. Curtis Mead changing up his batting stance and now is finally showing up, and it's a multitude of things. Josh Lowe coming back, can't forget about that. Junior has been pretty consistent throughout this season, I would say. He's probably been the only guy that's been consistently, him and Aranda, that has been consistently good at home this year. Yandy Diaz has been picking things up, now at a 242 average, and does lead the team in RBIs. Cameron Meisner, been consistent. Jose Caballero, probably the biggest unsung hero on this team, just playing literally anywhere they ask defensively and doing a very good job of that. And the bat has been better as well, too. I mean, Cabby, what is Cabby hitting right now? Let me pull this up for you guys. Cabby is hitting 242. Not terrible. We'll take that from Cabby. Obviously, he's not going to bring the power, but he's going to bring the good base running. He's going to steal some bases. Leads the team right now, for now, with 15. Chandler obviously is quickly catching up to him at 14. But Cabby has been fantastic for this team. And you look at these top guys. Like I said, they're all guys that have been showing up as of late. Yandy, Jr., Brandon Lau, Aranda, Meisner, Morel, Walls, as much-ish as we give him. Defensively, he's been doing what he does. I mean, he leads the team, or second on the team, in WAR, if this is a stat that you really pay attention to or you really care about. Taylor Walls is second on the Rays in WAR so far this season, only behind Jonathan Aranda. That just tells you how good he's been at shortstop so far this year. He did have that walk-off that was, you know, it's technically a walk-off. I'll give him that. And then, as I mentioned, Josh Lowe coming back, obviously a big deal as well. Has been hitting the ball very well, very hard since he has returned. I would say, hitting-wise, the Rays are, yes, hot, but I think this is closer to what this team can be if they're playing consistently. I think that start of the year, that was not Yandy Diaz. We know what Yandy Diaz. This is closer to what we expect from Yandy Diaz. That was not Curtis Mead. Curtis Mead is not that bad. He's not that bad. Danny Jansen, That was not Danny Jansen. I think this is closer to form with Danny Jansen. That stretch with Brandon Lau, that's not Brandon Lau. We know Brandon Lau is better than that. I think as a group, it was just a very difficult time for this team, especially at home. And on top of that, the pitching for a good stretch there really declined when you look at what Shane Baz was doing. Taj Bradley's had some rough outings. But it's starting to come together. It is starting to come together as a whole, which is what is most important. Sticking pitching-wise, Littell has been lately fantastic for the Rays. I mean, the way he just flies through innings. I think yesterday, did he even have an inning where he had more than 15 pitches? I don't think he did. Ryan Pepio has had some games, but as of late, has been really putting some nice outings together. Like I said, Bradley and Baz have been the most inconsistent. Rasmussen has been very consistent, lowest ERA on the team at 2.6. And then the bullpen behind him, I think overall has been pretty solid. The only guys I can really think of that have had some consistently iffy moments, Uceda, Montgomery. Everyone else I think has been pretty solid. But once again, there will be reinforcements coming soon. Kevin Kelly is in Durham right now. Ha-Seong Kim, the Rays' biggest free agent signing of the offseason, still has yet to play for the Rays. So they're heating up like this without their biggest signing of the offseason. That's a huge deal. Yes, Taylor Walls has been fantastic defensively, but you put in a Ha-Seong Kim who is very good defensively as well and brings a bat. You know. There's going to be a lot of decisions to be made. Jake Mangum also in Durham, working his way back. What do they do there? And then eventually, Richie Palacios. Johnny DeLuca. It's a lot of guys. It's a lot of guys and a lot of reinforcements coming to this team. McClanahan's really the only one where it's pretty unknown as to when he's going to be coming back. I'd like to hope it's this season. I mean, it seems like that date keeps getting further and further back. But overall, this team has been really putting it together as of late. And I do hope and believe that this is closer to the norm. Yes, the Rays are hot right now, but I think this is closer to what we expected. Rather than a team that's 6 under 500, I think a team that's a little bit over 500 is closer, at least to what I expected. It's at least closer to what I expected. And it's not like they've been doing it against scrub teams either. Like the Blue Jays are a solid team. The Astros, solid. The Brewers, solid. The Twins are a good team. So it'll be interesting to see what they continue to do going forward. You have the Astros again coming up next on the road. And then you have the Rangers, who just always have our number, unfortunately. And then the Marlins come back, where I hope we can go ahead and get a little bit of a bounce back against them, because we usually dominate the Marlins. Didn't quite happen last time. I did go to the Saturday game in Miami. Had a good time. I think their stadium is pretty nice. It was a very hot day. They obviously had the retractable roof closed. And for a 4 o'clock game, actually being pretty cold watching baseball was something I haven't felt this season. So there's that. But the schedule coming up doesn't look too daunting. You have some good teams. You have some teams. You got the 4 games against the Orioles coming up. Tigers have been pretty good. Mets have been pretty good. Red Sox have been up and down. I think this is kind of a space where we will consistently see the Rays. I do hope they can go on this crazy, turn the season around and they somehow make things interesting with the Yankees at the top of the division. But that's something I personally would need to see to believe. I think a little bit over 500, like I said, is where I expected the Rays to be at the start of the season. But the fact that they're doing this with all of these reinforcements coming is something that is very positive and something to be very hopeful about going forward in the season. Once again, some very interesting decisions to be made. Who do they move for? Kim, Mangum? Yeah. Not even mentioning the Palacios, the DeLucas. If there aren't other injuries that occur, very interesting to see what they decide to do with that outfield. That's going to be it for me, though. I know it's been a little bit since I posted, but this video deserved to be made with the Rays on this 6-game winning streak right now, and I will try to consistently get these Rays videos up the game does start in 30 minutes, so I'm going to head and shut this down and edit it and post it so I can get tuned in to this game. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Are the Rays just hot right now, or is this more of what you expected from the Rays to be a little bit better than they have been so far this season? Let me know down in the comments. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Go Rays, and y'all have a blessed one.